AI has been a rather hot topic in the photography world for the past couple days, and it's because Evoto screwed up. And it's not that Evoto released a headshot generator. There are tons of headshot generators already out there. The AI genie is out of the bottle and it's not going back in. Where Evoto screwed up is they lost the trust of their clients. They had said to photographers, we are here to support you and support the industry, and then they do something on the backside that people feel is going to take a lot of photographers' jobs, and in some cases, it might. Let me be clear, I don't think that AI is going to be the death of the photography industry, not even a little bit. The camera didn't kill painters from having jobs. John Singer Sargent worked long after cameras started to become mainstream, and I still know painters today who make their livings by painting portraits for people. As I say, the genie's out of the bottle. It's not going back in. So now we just have to adapt and change our businesses and how we think about things moving forward. First, let's talk about who will be impacted most by AI in the photography industry. And it's going to be the $150 photographer. And I could do a whole other video on pricing and pricing psychology and that sort of thing. But what it's really going to boil down to is those of you who don't know how to charge correctly for your businesses, who are racing to the bottom to get the lowest price to keep your calendars full, those people that you're most likely booking are more interested in a deal than they are in your art or in your service. So if AI can do the same thing for them that they feel like you can do, they're gonna go with the AI. But why I don't think that AI is going to kill the photography business is I think a lot of people really want human connection. They want the real thing. Let me give you some examples. So a couple of weeks ago, I had a gentleman in for professional headshots. We were working and we were just talking about things in general, and he was like, hey, are you worried about AI taking your business? And I was like, no, not really, not at all. And I was like, did you look at AI before you booked me? And he's like, yeah, I looked at it. I was like, okay, so you looked at it and you still booked me. I'm considerably more expensive than any of the AI generators. Why'd you decide to go with me? And what he said was, I decided that I needed to have my go-to person. I needed to have connection. If I have questions, I needed somebody to go to be able to help me out. I needed that service. That's the thing. Not only do I take amazing headshots, I provide an amazing service. I take care of people. I make sure that I coach and guide people through their sessions. I guide them through their selection process. I take care of everything. All they have to do is show up with clothes and have a good attitude. And then I saw a post recently where somebody was talking about AI is already starting to show up in the wedding industry. And this is pure speculation on my part, but I'm starting to see and hear enough rumblings out in the world that I don't think that people on their special day want fake images of what the day was. There's two things on your wedding day that you're gonna walk away with that you're gonna keep. It's gonna be your spouse and it's going to be the photos. You're not walking away with the cake. You're not walking away with the rental hall. You will have memories. That is all. So people aren't going to necessarily want fake memories of their day. They're gonna wanna go, that was my day. That was an amazing day of my life. I joined with my partner. And then from the portrait and boudoir side of my business, a lot of people who book me book either as a gift for their significant other, or they're celebrating a milestone, whether that's a milestone birthday or a weight loss goal was hit or a fitness goal was achieved, or they're celebrating something in life. So while sure they could go and they could generate AI images of idealized situations, they wouldn't truly be celebrating them. They wouldn't be able to look at those photos and go, that was me at that moment. I did the thing and this is how I celebrated it. This is how I remember. AI also can't replicate the experience in my studio that people get. It can't replicate the experience of sitting with my makeup artist. It can't replicate the amount of laughter that happens in this space and the memories that we're going to forge during a session. For you to stay relevant, for you to stay in front of this, for you to not be replaced by AI, you have to be out in front of it. You have to be the face of your art. You have to be the face of your photography business. At this point, you need to be making short form videos and long form videos and let people get to know you. We can't hide behind the camera anymore and just let our pretty pictures do the work. People need to feel like they have a connection. I know it works because the amount of people that walk through my studio door who see my short form videos go, oh, I feel like I already know you. And it's not just social media. We need to be out meeting people and being in front of as many people as possible. That human connection is going to be what keeps so many photography businesses going. And the AI tools are going to be there. If you're doing this as a business, you can't put your head in the sand and pretend that they don't exist. I am still an Evoto user. I still have credits. It speeds my headshot retouching workflow up a lot, and I am here to make a profit. So time is money. So for removing basic blemishes, removing stray hairs, as of right now, I have those credits. I'm going to use them. There are going to be other AI retouching tools coming along. So whether I use Evoto, whether I use something else, it's going to happen. I know that a lot of you use ChatGPT or some other form of large language model to do your social media posts and write your websites. They're a great place to start sometimes, but you also have to realize they're getting dumber. And that's going to be controversial. But what's happening is AI large language models are going out and reading photographers' websites, and a lot of photographers have really bad copy on their websites and social media. AI is learning that, and then it's regurgitating bad copy. And then what's happening is a lot of you are putting that bad copy on your websites. Large language models read the bad copy that AI made, and it regurgitates more bad. So don't rely on AI, because then your website loses connection, then your social media loses connection. You need to be the voice of it. You're smart. We got along for thousands of years with writing. So write, use your brain, use your voice. This isn't the death of the photography industry. The photography industry is going to change, and it has been changing. If you watch years ago, when digital cameras first came out, all the old film folks were like, oh, it's not real photography with a digital camera, and so on and so forth. And there's always going to be change. Your job is to adapt. Your job is to create beautiful art. Your job is to create connection. And a bit of a shameless plug, just because I talked about it earlier, you do need to be doing short form video. I know a lot of photographers struggle with it. I put together a course, and I have a link to it in the description. If you want to check it out, great. If not, that's fine too, but you need to be out there making your short form videos. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.